All right, y'all. I'm back at it, another final form talk, and today we have to talk about something important is draining many ambitious men in this world. It's derailing them. Young, successful people with so much potential is derailing them because they don't understand these concepts right here that's holding them back from their full potential. And I call it your meat. I'm not talking about the thing down here. I'm talking about your money, your energy, your attention, and your time. We call this your meat. Now, as a man, you only have finite money, finite energy, finite attention and time. It can seem infinite. When you're young, I have tomorrow, man, I'll get to it later. Later, when does later come for many people? Never. Does later ever come for 90% of people? Do they ever really end up achieving most of their goals? I'll let you answer that. Your money comes and goes. It doesn't matter if you have $10 or $10 million. If you're out here wasting your money on useless shit that isn't pushing the needle forward, you're not being smart with it, you will lose it. Your energy. Now your energy, it's always getting replenished. It's always a part of you. However, many people waste it. They waste it on what they give their attention to, what they give their time to, what they invest their money to, and how they spend their lifestyle in general. This completely drains many men's energy without them knowing it. Your energy, if anything, is the most important thing on this list. And lastly, your attention. Think about it. You pay attention. You pay attention to different things in your life. What are you paying for? What are you paying for? Because right now, they call a present because it's a gift. And you pay attention in the present. So what are you presently focused on right now, every day? You need to become more aware of this. You need to become more aware of these 4 pillars that every man has. Your money, your energy, your attention, and your time. Now, the ways that people waste their meat, the first one, let's break it down. It's the females. Females, first up. Now, how do females derail men with their meat? And that's a great question. Because many people, they don't see it. I hear guys all the time, bro, you gotta get some pussy. You gotta get chicks, and I look at them. It's like, are you where you want to be in life, bro? Do you have the amount of money you want? I mean, there's a gap right now between where you are and your inner potential, and you're worried about a female? You're worried about a female. You need to be worried about yourself, and this is what I mean. You're giving attention to chicks. You're giving your time to chicks. Your energy to chicks. And I haven't even named money yet, because many people, they sit here and say, oh, females are gold diggers, they'll try and take your money. No, my thing is, money, it comes and goes, yes. But things like your energy, your attention, your time, these create the money. These are more important, these bottom 3, if anything. And you sit here, you're hopping from relationship to relationship, you're afraid to be alone. You do realize it only takes 6 months, maybe a year, to fully transform your life. You do realize that. I mean, really, within 90 days, you could completely shift your identity. Do you understand that? Because there's many people who, I just hear, oh, well, dude, this chick, she isn't really hurting my progress. These females, they aren't really doing anything, slowing me down. And it's like, you say that, but you're not where you want to be in life. Yet you can't sacrifice anything. Because this is the key that I'm getting at. It's not that females are bad. It's not that they're evil. But in life, in order to get to the next level and truly ascend, you have to increase your sacrifice or reduce your desire. People sit here, oh, well, I want to make more money. Well, I want to do these new things in my life. I have that dream, that goal that I see, but, you got to have balance. And, females aren't bad, bro. But all I hear in my head is you're afraid to be alone. You don't really want your goals that bad. And you're just coping. You're coping because you need a female's validation, attention. And you need her to make yourself feel better in the present moment because you really aren't where you want to be in life. Females are byproducts. They're byproducts of being a man who could attract the lifestyle to where they come. Now, I will say, many guys do waste a lot of their money, even if you're broke right now. If you don't have the money you want, why the fuck are you sacrificing your money right now for chicks? Why the fuck are you sacrificing your energy, your attention, your time for females? Now, obviously, there's a fine line, and this is where guys get it. They get it misunderstood. That's the word. Because the way I see it, if you knew how to get to your goals, you would already be there. And if you're sitting here with the mindset of, well, it doesn't really matter putting my attention here and there, and these things don't really matter, but every single thing adds up, bro. Do you want to get successful now, or do you want to wait? Do you want to keep derailing the future that you see in your head? Because if you truly want to get successful, you got to start investing your money into yourself. You got to start investing your energy into yourself every day. You got to start putting your attention, your time, all into yourself. You're your number one investment in this life. And you invest in everything, whether you know or not, through your money, your energy, your attention, and your time. Now, the second thing, this is going to hurt a lot of people. Because a lot of people, they don't understand this. The second thing, clubbing. It's clubbing, bro. If you're the type of guy you need to be out every 2 seconds, you got to be on the scene, good luck getting rich. Good luck getting a real bag, bro. It goes into play with the chicks. You're afraid of being alone. You're afraid of sitting with yourself. So you always need to be around people. You always need their validation. You always need to be in the mix because you don't even like yourself. You don't like where your life truly is. So you're constantly seeking stimulation and different distractions instead of going all in, because every time you club, you're buying tables, you're spending drinks on chicks, you're spending drinks on yourself, you're investing your money into that, you're investing your energy into that, your attention, and your time. I mean, you might go out 4 to 5 times a week like I used to back in college before I finally locked in. Or hey, maybe it's only on the weekends. But you do realize everything affects everything. It doesn't matter if it's only a little bit of money I'm spending. It's only a little bit of time I'm spending. You know, you gotta have balance. Once again, do you want to be successful now? Or is it just you talking like you have been up until this point? You're just being a talker. You gotta be a walker. You gotta be a walker. Man, I can remember leaving FSU, completely sacrificing the party life. Oh, I cut off all the chicks I was talking to in the past. And I knew it. I knew if I just locked in for a couple months to a year, I could completely change my life and I upgraded my life financially. I upgraded my identity, myself physically, mentally, every single area and every single way I upgraded. But I knew it would come with some sacrifice. Once again, reduce your desire or increase your sacrifice. If you're not where you want to be in life, you have got to start being more aware. You have to stop coping. You have to. Because at the end of it all, once you're where you want to be in life, don't you think you'll have better quality of chicks? You'll have better clubs to go to or better parties. I mean, imagine partying on a boat, a yacht. Imagine partying, now you're going to rooftop bars. You're going to private lounges. You're going to better tables because you got your money together. Now, you can afford to spend a little bit more time, energy, and attention because you got yourself where you wanted to be in life. Do you see that? You've got to start understanding these things, especially if you're not where you want to be in life. All the things draining your meat are completely derailing you from the lifestyle you say you want without you knowing it. Now there's 2 more things that you need to stop letting drain your meat. And the next one we'll go over, I need to explain first because You want to know the difference between successful people and highly successful people? We won't even mention unsuccessful people. Successful people and highly successful people, the only difference is highly successful people say no to everything that doesn't serve the mission. And this is why saying yes to things that don't serve the vision is holding you back. When you're sitting here giving away your meat, you're investing your money, your energy, your attention, your time into things that don't serve the vision. Now, this could be chicks. This could be clubs. This could be saying yes to friends who want to take you to clubs or waste time. This could be saying yes to situations that you know aren't benefiting you. Everybody's life is different. Everybody has different distractions. Everybody has different things that are currently holding them back that they're saying yes to. But if you truly want to become successful in this world, you got to start learning how to say no. You can't sit here feeling guilty for not wanting to hang around your friends and go to the club. You can't sit here feeling bad giving away money to people, bailing them out of certain situations. You can't be sitting here feeling guilty, not giving your attention and time to people who are clearly draining it and aren't going to the next level with you. Now, like I said, it could be more than just chicks and clubbing, but saying yes to things that don't serve the vision will hold you back. And this is why ultra successful people, you hear them say, you gotta learn how to say no. You gotta learn how to cut out and remove things that are holding you back, because this is what's happening. The things that are holding you back, you're afraid to remove. You're afraid to get rid of, because you know that means you're actually going all in on your vision and goals. And you're saying yes to a future that you don't want without even thinking about it. And you're saying no to the future that you do want. So you need to become very careful with the different things you're saying yes to. Because obviously it's not just saying yes to your friends when they're asking you to do BS things. It's saying yes without even saying the actual word, by giving away the money, wasting your money on BS things. It could be gambling. It could be, once again, hoes, clubbing. It could be drugs. Saying yes to sleeping in every single morning, staying out late every night, drinking 5-6 times a week. It could be saying yes by giving your energy to things simply, by giving your attention and your time to things that don't serve your vision. You have to become very aware of these things. And this is why understanding your meat takes you, it requires you to have awareness. It requires you to take a step back and see where you're investing your meat in your life. And the last thing, the very last thing you've got to stop letting drain your meat is simply dopamine chasing behaviors. Things you gotta, if you truly want to become more successful, you gotta stop letting things drain your time, your energy, your money, and your attention. And the way you can chase dopamine, once again, it all ties in together. Because you can chase dopamine through chicks, through clubbing. By chasing dopamine, what is dopamine? It's chasing a higher state. It could be chasing drugs. It could be chasing sex, validation, wanting comfort, the different things that keep you comfortable. You have to start removing the comfort from your life. You have to start removing the environments, places, people, things that are holding you back right now and are draining your meat. When you're constantly dopamine chasing, you have to keep in mind you're going to be successful one day. So if the drugs are an issue for you now, what do you think is going to happen when you have a bunch of money? Well, I'll just quit then. No, you won't. Because you can't quit now. You're coping. What do you think is going to happen with the chicks once you get a bunch of money? You're going to be buying hookers. You're going to be fucking wasting time chasing females at the club every weekend. And then what? Well, I won't do that then because then I'll be successful and actually I won't. Yeah, cap, cope. People, there's so many people. This is why your meat is very important. It's a very important subject because many people, they don't understand it. They don't realize it. They're not aware of it because they're coping. Well, it's not that bad. You gotta have some balance and have some fun. Fuck that. Once again, do you want to be successful or not? Because it doesn't take that long. You just gotta get locked in and remove what's holding you back. The dopamine chasing, porn, drugs, clubs, chicks, validation, all of these different things drain you, tick by tick, and they're taken away from your future self without you knowing. So you need to get set on these 4 pillars of your own life and see how you're wasting them on chicks, clubbing, saying yes to things that don't serve the vision, and dopamine chasing. And once you do this audit of your own life, you can start seeing, hey, I'm letting this other area of my life drain my meat too. Because it's more than just 4 areas, but these are the most important things that hurt ambitious men, especially like myself in the past. And you can start seeing where else in your life your meat is being drained. Now let me erase this. Because now I have to speak about how we can start positively investing our meat. Now that we see how we negatively invest our meat, drain our meat, we can start seeing how we can positively reverse that process. And the only way to do that is by first gaining awareness. Now, it's really 2 different identities. If you're someone who's drifting, you'll find it very easy to sit there, cope, be distracted, and consistently be drained and not be where you want to be in life. But if you're someone who's building, you're someone who wants a better future, you're able to remove what's holding you back, have congruent action with who you want to be, and most of all, put yourself first. Because when you're not putting yourself first, you're putting other things first, and you're wasting your most precious, valuable resources as a man. But let me write that down for you. You got to have congruent action with who you want to be. Remove what's holding you back. And lastly, put your goddamn self first. Because up until this point, you haven't been investing all of your money, your energy, your attention, your time into yourself, and you know it. You know it. You know where the leaks are. You can start at least seeing where the leaks are. You have to start questioning. Are you a builder or a drifter? You have to start choosing your identity. And it's only chosen by one choice at a time. A builder places his time into himself. He starts placing his time into his money. How can he build new skills? More knowledge. Mentorship. Another thing, your money, energy, attention, and time. As a builder, you have to start putting it in places that are moving the needle forward. That's why I was saying, you've got to stop saying yes to things that aren't pushing your life forward. As you're building, every man knows deep down what congruent action with his highest self is. Every man knows deep down what he needs to remove that's holding him back. And every man knows deep down what putting himself first looks like. But you got to drop the shame, a guilt, a feeling bad. Well, if I put myself first and I do this, I'm not going to be a good person. Or, what about that relationship? Or what? Do you want to be successful or not? More things you can start putting your meat into that will positively affect your life is high-level networks. Because right now, you're completely mid. And many people, they don't give you that much value in your life, and you know it. But when you're in a high-level network, everyone's building. Everyone's trying to build with each other. Everyone's trying to ascend together, give each other value, help each other out. And as you start meeting more ambitious, successful people, you'll start to see this. Everybody has skills. Everybody has knowledge. And everybody understands mentorship. Because knowledge is a currency in this world that you've got to start investing in. Many people in this world, the people ahead of you, they're not better than you. They just know more than you. But another thing these days is, it's not even that people only know more than you. They know how to actually implement it. Because let's rewind it back again. You don't know how to implement saying no to what's holding you back. You don't know how to implement the congruent action in your life that's going to push you to the next level. You don't know how to actually implement removing what's holding you back. You don't know how to implement putting yourself first. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you catching my wave right now, man? Because implementation is what you need to be doing. And another way, start implementing your morning routine. Be a simple 3, 4, 5-step process. Wake up same time every morning, meditate, invest into your body with your money, energy, attention, and time. Go to the gym. Start investing in your mindset. Pray. Visualize. Start investing in a skill. Every morning, every day, you need to be putting in 30 to an hour a day of learning a new skill. Learning something new that can start making you more money. In all reality, if you get better 1% every day, over a year, you don't only get 365% better. No, you get 1,000% better, because most other guys are not working on themselves every day. Most other guys, they're not having congruent action with who they want to be, because they're unaware of their meat. They're unaware with how they're giving away their money, their energy, their attention, and their time. They're unaware of removing what's holding them back. They don't know how to put themselves first. And as you start learning how to implement these concepts into your own life, you'll start to see your whole entire life 10x's. Now, we have the positive ways you can start implementing your meat. But one last thing you need to know. One last thing you need to know that we already have written down is simply put your goddamn self first, man. The clubbing, saying yes to things that are holding you back. Saying yes to the dopamine-seeking behaviors in your life. Saying yes to all the things that aren't in congruent action with who you want to be is what's holding yourself back. And the reason you don't do that is because you really haven't put yourself first. Because a man who puts himself first invests in himself. Now, investing, it could be mentorship, it could be in skills, it could be, start reading books. Start researching new things. This YouTube video is an investment. Not with your money, but as you see, you're sitting here, you invest your energy, your attention, and your time. Now, putting yourself first is the biggest thing you're going to learn on your journey. Because this world, it teaches you, hey, put other people first. Don't worry about yourself, man. And if you live long enough, you can see this world is cutthroat, dog. People will chew you up, spit you out, forget about you the next day, man. So do not be afraid. If you have shit you need to do. If you need to get rid of the club, get rid of that relationship that's holding you back, get rid of the dopamine-seeking behavior. Stop saying yes to things that are holding you back, which is congruent action with who you want to be. Start doing it today, not tomorrow. Start removing what's holding you back today. Start having congruent action today. Start putting yourself first today. Start investing in new skills, knowledge, mentorship, a better morning routine, high-level network. Invest in yourself with more than just money, your energy, your attention, your time, putting yourself first every single day. And once you start doing this, you start having a better daily structure, better habits, actions, and behaviors daily. Because in life, you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. And a version of yourself that closes the gap between where you are and that inner potential you see in your head, he's a totally different daily structure and process. He's a totally different habits, actions, and behaviors. Show me your habits, I'll show you your future. Right now, your habits are not in congruent action with who you want to be. But the only way you could change these things positively is by understanding, gaining awareness, and implementing these concepts I'm telling you right now. Start being more aware of your money, your energy, your attention, your time, and once you actually start gaining control over your meat, you'll realize life was always much easier than you made it seem. You'll realize the life you dreamed of and that inner potential that you see in your head, that you have seen in your head, it was always possible to achieve. You just had to have congruent action with who you wanted to be, remove what was holding you back, and put yourself first. So right now, give this video a like if this helped you out, if it taught you a lot, if you picked up something from this video. I want you to give it a like and hit sub. Also, message me. Feel free to message me on Instagram if you have any questions. If you want to get help with one-on-one coaching to start learning how to upgrade your mind, your body, your bank, and close the gap between where you are now and where you want to be in the future. If right now your body, your habits, your identity aren't in alignment with who you want to be, message me. We'll hop on a call. We'll talk about it. Ask whatever questions you want, and I'll see if I can help you. But that's all for the video today. And this is final form, baby. Your final form is here right now. It's ready for you. It's waiting for you. You can achieve it today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. Today. You are your final form right now. You just got to get in alignment. Start applying these concepts today and watch your life change forever. Let's go!